Hi, this is Rick Grantham of Small Business Champion, coming to you today from our offices in sunny Florida. Today, we're going to walk you through a tutorial of the break-even analysis template. Now, break-even analysis is particularly important for the small business owner, particularly if you're looking to analyze the potential purchase of a new piece of equipment or rolling out a new service to all of your customers. At what point or how many units do you have to sell before you break even? Now, this analysis in particular is valuable to the small business owner because it not only calculates break even, but it allows you to see through the entire spectrum how profitable or what your loss could potentially be for rolling out the solution. And here's what I mean by that. Here's an example. What if you only sell 100 units? What's your potential profit or loss? What if you sell 1,000 units, or if you sell 10,000? So through that entire spectrum, at what point are you losing money and how much? At what point are you breaking even? And at what point are you making more profits? So in the next part of the tutorial, we're going to bring up the actual analysis, bring up the actual templated solution, show you how to navigate the solution, and show you how to input your own business numbers that are specific to the business decision that you're trying to run the break-even analysis for, and show you how to derive value immediately. So stick around for the next part of the video.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Rick Grantham of Small Business Champion. First thing you're going to notice is behind me the scenery has changed a bit. There's no bricks back there anymore, and that's because I've been pulled away to Boston, Massachusetts, where I'm helping a very prestigious university refine their processes on how long it takes for them to bring in new employees. These are the sorts of things that could help your business as well. Anyways, in the next bit of the tutorial, we're going to walk you through the break-even analysis and show you how you can get instant value out of this, so stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome back. When you first open the break-even analysis template as part of the small business bundle, you'll be met with the title page. So the title page shows up right here in front of you. And what you'll notice is, first off, on the left-hand side are a lot of opportunities for you to join the conversation where you can download the free book that we have, our free ebook, our small business ebook. Any sorts of questions and answers, not only around these templates, but also if you have questions and answers around your small business, you can go there as well. There's a link for that. We also have a small business optimization group on LinkedIn, so you could join there, and there's a link here for Facebook. We thank you here for joining our community and give you some additional links as well. What this does through this text is let you know that on the next screen is where you'll actually see the analysis, and basically invite you to join our community, which is a pretty robust community for you. You'll notice that this page is protected, so if I try to double click in here or I tried to write some text, I'll be met with this. So this is a protected sheet. There's no need to change anything here. So to actually work on the break-even analysis, let's go over to the break-even analysis tab, and you'll see this down at the bottom. There's a separate tab for break-even analysis, so as you click on this, you'll be met with the break-even analysis. So this sheet is not protected. You can make all the changes here that you need to. So first off, let's look to the right-hand side. As you look to the right-hand side here, and I'm just scrolling to the right, you'll see not only there are instructions here that'll show you, actually how to do the break-even analysis, and in this case, it talks about updating the graphs and how you do that. It also gives you another opportunity just on the same page to join our community. Let's, instead of reading these instructions to you, let's actually walk you through them. So the first thing, as you look at the break-even analysis, it's a series of charts where you can input your own numbers and get an analysis down at the back, down at the bottom. So the first question is, how do I know where I'm supposed to input my own numbers and where are things automatically calculated for me? So to that end, if you scroll over here to the right-hand side, there's an opportunity for you to highlight whether or not you want to highlight your inputs. So in this case, what we're going to say is, you'll notice nothing right now is highlighted. We will click that we want to, we'll select the yes on this, And in doing so, you'll notice that things were highlighted over here on the left-hand side. And these are things that you can input on your own that will drive the analysis and drive all the charts. So first off, you can input your own numbers around sales price. And let's go ahead and say we're going to sell this unit or this service, we'll say for $25. To update this, you'll notice graphs updated automatically and all the calculations updated. We also say that we want the sales volume here to be 2,000. Now, let's show you what this drives. Down at the bottom here, there's a break-even analysis that gives you a full spectrum from zero number of units all the way to the number that you select. And so, this is basically 10 different increments here. So right now we have 2,000, but if I was to make that, we'll say 50,000. You'll notice the analysis updates and all the graphs update to be able to support that. Also in here, your variable costs. So these are the variable costs that are per unit of thing that you would sell. What is the cost associated with that? So here you can go in and update any of these to a number that makes more sense to you. And we'll just update this to 50 cents. We'll say for every unit, the cost here is going to be $7.50, etc. So this helps to support your decision there. Now you're also going to have fixed costs. So the whole point of the break-even analysis is at what point do you have enough revenue to not only offset your variable costs, but to also offset the upfront costs that you have, just in having the solution. So you may have upfront costs, you may have insurance, property taxes, rent, and of course your other fixed costs. This could be, the amount of work that you had to do with lawyers to write the contracts and things of that nature. So let's just update this. We'll say it's going to be $5,000. And everything updates automatically. So in this scenario, everything is updated for me, but the break-even point here from all the variables that we just put in is 4,224 units, which in this case is less than the 5,000, which is our first increment. So let's get something that's a little more, makes a little more sense for us. We put in 10,000 units. So as we put in 10,000 units, you'll see that our break-even was still 4,224, but now we have the opportunity down here below to see at 4,000 what our loss is here for 3,000, for 2,000, for 1,000. So you get an idea of sort of flexibility that you might have on whether you sell 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, etc. And if you hit it out of the park here and sell 9 or 10,000 units, profit could be 72,000. So at this point, this thing is already formatted for printing. If you wanted to, you could get rid of the rickgrantham.com paraphernalia just by hovering over it and hitting on the delete buttons. You can save this as your own name, any sort of file name that you want. Save this onto your desktop, and this will be saved for you. What you'll notice also is if you print this, whenever you hit the File Print button, File Print, and if we were to go ahead and send this to the printer, which we won't now, what you would notice is that this is already formatted so that it all comes out on one page all ready for you. So that's it. That's the break-even analysis. Feel free to move over to our questions and answers section over here if you have any additional questions and answers, and we'll go ahead and happy to answer those questions for you. You'll see that's a great resource for you. So that's the break-even analysis for Small Business Champion Bundle. Thank you.